Hi guys, thank you for joining me here today. My name is Iffy and you're always welcome to the Sweet Mother channel. Today, I wanted to share something that made me pause. You know, sometimes in life you just stop and think and reflect and meditate. And it's all to do with life, the meaning of life, how short life is. My friend lost her brother recently. He'll be buried next week. Apparently he was playing football and slumped, and that was the end. You know, and when I heard this news, I was so upset. I was just puzzled how a very young man would just go just like that. He wasn't ill or anything, but you know, it made me wonder. You know, when someone dies, you sort of reflect and think about the memories, you think about the life the person lived, you think about the relationship, you think about memories really. Yeah, it just made me think about life, think about the time we spend with people, think about how busy life is and whether we create enough time to connect with people. When you have a good relationship with someone and you lose the person, of course you're hurting, you're feeling sad, but I personally think the healing, you heal faster when you have a good relationship with someone, because you have the good memories, you have the good times, and you reflect on those things. After all, what is life? Life is about the memories we create on earth. How are we living our lives? What relationship do we have with people? How often do we connect with people? This sudden death also made me remember my uncle, who I lost some few years ago. What terribly upset me about my uncle's death was that I think it was more of regret kind of thing. My last child was a baby then, and my uncle had called to tell me congratulations on the birth of my baby. And as he was speaking, the baby was crying. You know, sometimes babies just cry, whether you've given them everything. Crying. And I said, Uncle, don't worry, I'll call you back. And he said, okay, that's fine. And I settled the baby. Do you know I never called back? 2 weeks later, I was told my uncle had passed on. He had died. And I was besides myself. I just couldn't comprehend how he was 64. He wasn't ill. You know, he just coughed and, you know, died. I just don't know. It just, even the details around it is just unbelievable, really. So, and I started thinking of the last call. I said, why didn't I call Uncle back? Why didn't I call him back? What was he calling to tell me apart from congratulations? You know, you start assuming and start thinking of a lot of things. But that was what happened. And because of how bad I felt as if I needed a closure. I needed something. I just needed to say something. I needed to do something. So I arranged and I went for the funeral in Nigeria. And when I went, I looked at his house. Death is horrible. Death is so horrible. Anyway, my uncle had this very special dining room. No one used to go into that dining room except we come to visit him. And that was when he would bring out, you know how people bring out their best dishes, their best everything, you know. And, you know, we always sat in that dining room for breakfast, you know, lunch, dinner. And he would tell us stories. He had frames, picture frames of people from the past. Maybe grandfathers, granduncles, even my dad's picture frame was there. And he would tell us stories about each of these people on the frames. And the dining was so special. It was a special moment with Uncle. Now, when Uncle died, and some part of the dining room or some part of the house were used to entertain people from everywhere came. And I took a look at this dining room. I couldn't believe it. It was so unkept. There was rice, jollof rice on the table, some rice on the floor. Those picture frames, the dining were now packed to one corner. I was like, so soon, uncle, where are you? Uncle, how could you let them do this to you? How could you let them do this to you? I was so terribly upset. I went to get a broom. I started sweeping the dining room. I said in my mind, I said, you guys are very lucky. If uncle was here, uncle would not even have allowed this happen. I said, Death, you were so wicked. Death, you're so wicked. And that night it rained. Everyone else, the night after he was buried, it rained. And everyone ran into the house, you know, to protect themselves from the rain. I was on the balcony and I looked at where uncle was buried. I said, how could you just be outside? You're the only one outside your house, and everyone else is inside the house you built. You're just outside. You know, sometimes it's so confusing. You go through a lot of things when a loved one has passed. But I'm grateful for the memories, because the memories, the good times we spent with uncle, by the grace of God, the good times my friend spent with her brother, you know, all these things will count. It would help with the healing process. So if you've lost a loved one, think about the good times you've either spent with the person, or the good memories you can remember. It helps with the healing. It never heals 100%, but it does help with healing. So what I wanted to share with you, the meaning of life. Life is so short. We all have different times on earth. What we do with that time is so important. The relationship we make in that time is so important. Of course, so many people that are so difficult to get on with. There's nothing that we can do about such people. But the people who we think we can get on with, let us have a good relationship with them. Because at the end of the day, is the relationship we have with people is what matters. When we treat people right, when we treat God right, that is what matters to me personally. So yes, this is just what I wanted to share. Spend time with people, connect with people, connect with your parents, connect with your siblings, because you just never know the memories you would have, or the memories they would have, or the memories your children would have. These things are so important. So thank you for watching. And if you've been here before and you haven't subscribed, please click on the subscribe button and click on the bell sign as well, and you will be notified each time I upload a video. So thank you for watching today. God bless you.